Go get him, pony. So at this early stage, his wooden sword is going to handle him well, but we've got to get ourselves up to the blacksmith pretty much as quickly as possible. Pony here with Grogging Games, bringing you Stonehearth, an early access title from Steam. It's currently Alpha 21, so early access, still pretty early in development. It's a city builder management game. Just decided I'd do a quick kind of how to get you started in the game, and just kind of an initial 40 minutes of gameplay. So we're gonna click the Ascendancy for our kingdom. So they kind of set you up with this story-driven piece here. Brave land settlers from the Ascendancy, prosperous and industrious kingdom, seeking new lands and venture. They set off to, we're going to go to the temperate right now. Darkmoor Forest, the location that is sure to be, we're going to do normal and begin. Alright. So you're greeted by your expedition roster, and this will give you your workers. You can roll new citizens, and you'll get everyone's a worker to start out with. So we're going to take this dude with the mutton chops, and that's going to be me. Cool beans. You start off with 150 gold. I like to go ahead and get a farmer's hoe, wooden sword, and trapper knife. No, weaver spindle. We're going to do the weaver spindle. And embark. So it gives you a seed. You can roll a new map. As you move around, you can see what there is for trees, plants, wildlife, and minerals. So I want a good mixture of everything. So that seems pretty fair to me right there. Settle here. Alright, so move the map around with the arrow keys. Scroll in, scroll out. Changes map location, and I'm going to go ahead and place our town. I want to be decently close to the mountains, but not right on top of them. So I think I'm going to take this little area right here, and we're going to settle this nice big open clearing. We'll just call our town Ponytopia. Name for our settlement. Alright, so we're back in. Had a bug, kept our game paused even though we were done. I don't know what was going on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and assign jobs to people. So you're going to make me the footman. I had to re-roll my colony and just get whole new guys. It is what it is. So you go to the citizens menu, you pick the person, and you can see stats about them: mind, body, spirit. So, you know, body, of course, is competence, physical activities. They move faster, attack harder. Mind is creativity and stuff like that. Spirit is courage, willpower, and compassion. I probably should spend a little more time. We're going to make this individual our carpenter. I probably should spend a little more time looking at individual character stats before picking their jobs, but I'm a little lazy of late. Change jobs, so we need a farmer. We're actually going to probably... Oops, wrong button. Probably going to... Let's see here. We're probably going to have more than one farmer. Oh, what was your mind? I need somebody with a decent mind skill. Change jobs. Make you. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is harvest up these trees around us. Got to get all these trees cleared out. It's going to be their function, their job. We do have a farmer, so we've got to get land cleared to farm, designate a zone. I'm going to make a 10 by 10 plot. We're going to have turnips there. Cool. 10 by 10. Carrots. Okay, that didn't work out well. Alright. 10 by 10. Pumpkins. And we're actually going to do a few extra plots, because as your people level up, they gain additional crafting abilities. So I'm going to ensure we have enough to cover when that inevitably happens. We're gonna have 2 farmers. It's alright. Grizzled traveler approaches. Embarkees, praise Sid. Here's something to get you started. He's giving me corn and turnips. I am good with that. Now, one of the places I think this game shines in few aspects, but is a little iffy, silly in others. Actually, let me... Alright. Let's go ahead and design a building. So instead of building block by block, you kind of lay the plans out for the building, which I kind of like, and sometimes it really bothers me. So we're going to pick our floor is going to be this clinker, and we're going to make our barn. We're going to make a storage barn to start off with, and it's going to be pretty substantially large. We're going to do 25 by 11, 24 by 12, nice even numbers. Then for walls, we're going to make them out of wood. We're going to have that. We're going to have wooden pillars. Gonna keep the cocoa brown, pop the walls in. Cool. Let's do a roof. That's how we designate the slope of the roof, so it could slope that way, but I want it sloping the other way. Boom. So we've got kind of the basics there. Now we gotta place some doors. Oh, I don't like where that door is. That's better. So that's going to be our barn. I don't think we really need anything else for our barn at the moment. So we're going to finish and build. Yes, start building. Now, those people we promoted, like our carpenter, we've got to get our carpenter to make their workbench. So we're going to craft up their workbench. When he's done with that, we'll be able to place it. So we're going to wait for that. Let's go ahead and turn time acceleration on. So there we go. Oh, right. Now, all of our stuff is going to go either in the barn or a stockpile. So actually, before I place that, I'm going to place a stockpile down for the wood and all that other stuff. So let's place stockpile down. It's not going to have anything in it except wood. Boom. So now when we place our screwing up. All right. Place item. There we go. We want this guy to be pretty close to his stuff. Cool. Now we need a place for him to put his finished product. So we're going to make another stockpile off to the side of this one. And what's going to go in there is going to be construction. So that way all the little doodads, parts and pieces that get completed go into this stockpile. Wood to this stockpile. Completed stuff this stockpile. Our barn will contain our food and all that other good jazz that goes on with that. And we've got our farmer diligently working there, coming along pretty well. We're going to designate some more trees to get murderized, because they're kind of in our way. Kind of in our way. Just start murderizing trees left and right, get them cleared out. Get us a nice big open area to work with here. Now, as you see, it's gone into night. We don't have beds. These guys are going to sleep on the ground. They're going to start their little fire. We actually can move this. I do want that moved. So let's move you. Let's move you. Alright, get those things moved. I don't really want the fire right next to our fields. It just doesn't look right to me. So they're all working diligently, doing everything they gotta do. So I'm gonna put a cut in here and come back when we get the barn completed. Alright, the first night is done. Our barn is, they're taking the scaffolding down around the barn. Now, from where I played this game in ages past, I did have some previously saved blueprints. So you can design building from scratch, or you can go in and say, hey, I want to use one of these templates, or custom. You know, I've got like the 7-bed bunkhouse I made, or the 6-bed, which is the weird thing about the 6-bed is it's an amalgamation. Keep template. So yeah, every day it checks how much food and how much net worth, and if you meet these metrics, you'll get a new Hearthling, blah, words. So we don't have any of that stuff yet. I am going to go ahead and design a new place because we got to get a bunkhouse going. So we're going to go ahead and design a bunkhouse for these guys. I'm going to stick it off to this side. It'll be pretty substantially large. I want them to have quite a bit of room. Cool, now I'm going to go ahead and put the furniture in before I have to play with walls. Understanding that the walls will take up a 1x1 space. So, if you want your... There we go. I'm going to try to leave 2 between each one. We currently have 6 hearthlings. So we're going to try to make this to accommodate all those guys. So we have 3, 6, 7, so that works for that. So this bunkhouse will be exactly what we need for these guys. Man, why can I not? Oh, because my guy can't make anything else. Ah, that's right. So you can tell them to place furniture, but you can only tell them to place what they're able to actually make, which is kind of silly. I guess. Maybe not. Alright, let's get a roof. Alright, we're going to go the other way with the roof. There we go. And we can add stuff to our bunkhouse later. It's not really too bad. We've got to get in and get our guys crafting, actually. Now, I haven't noticed that the number of windows or how lit something is actually does stuff towards changing how everybody feels about the place, but, you know, I like to have a good amount of windows, and I'm just kind of slapping them in there. Throwing them wherever I can get them. Yeah, just kind of throw them in there. It's not even... It's going to drive me nuts, but it's okay. I'll survive. Cool. So we got all that stuff going on. Oh, I forgot to tell them to build it. So when you're done, you got to click Finish Editing and Build. Yeah, start building. Cool. Alright, so our craftsman guy should be over here making beds, making all the goodies. We've actually got to come down here to this icon, drop the walls. We've got to make our stockpile zone in here. So I'm going to go ahead and make most of this a stockpile, but I'm going to leave some room for storage crates. We're just going to make sure food is in here. That's all we want in here is food. You know, it's supposed to be a storage barn for that reason, I guess. Oh, dang. No. Bad. Bad stockpile. Go away. Remove. What? Really? So these guys are turning to building our bunkhouse, getting that squared away. We've got currently 7 hearthlings. We've got to get our weaver a place to work. And the weaver is, to me, I think kind of important. I've got to find materials for the weaver, but I don't see any. That's not good. That is not good. I don't think picking the weaver was the best idea I ever had. Alright, so our carpenter achieved level 2. So now the carpenter is skillful enough to use materials created by other crafters, and he gets a bonus to his max health. Now we got a guy show up with wares to sell. We could try to sell him our stuff, but to be honest with you, I think the trading in this is a little broken. Strictly for the fact that when the traders come by, there's not usually a whole lot in the way of enticing trades. I mean, just be honest. I've never seen a trade where I got all excited about. You know, money's kind of useless in this game except for being a metric for getting new hearthlings. So yeah, the starting jobs. Let me pull this up. The starting job tier is this first one, and if you ask me, the most important jobs are, of course, the carpenter. Carpenter has to make all the wooden stuff. You need a farmer. The trapper's great, but I'd rather wait to get the trapper's knife. But to get the trapper's knife, you have to get the mason. We'll work on that and hopefully get to that in this episode. Yeah, hopefully we get to that. We'll see. So we're working on the house, getting the bunkhouse built up. Once they get a majority of this done, they'll start moving the furniture in. As you see, our carpenter has already done his job as far as getting the windows and doors squared away, so he's good to go on that. For good thing, we got enough timber laying around that we can build all the stuff that we have to build. And I'm going to throw a cut in here. It's the third night, and I will come back when we have the morning report. Alright, and our daily update has been posted. We've only got 6 out of 50 required food, but our net worth is absolutely awesome. So this is going to work well for us. They're almost done with this building. They got the roof left to do. It'll be nice to have a place where these hearthlings can go and lay down. And I do believe even... So we can save this and call it, 7 bunkhouse or whatever, and then just paste this from the saved blueprints when we need to build more. What do we got over here? Gold vein? Ooh, silver vein. It's pretty impressive for a start. So some of the progressions we'll need to do is going to be from this crafting bench right now. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. Alright. We want to get the mason's hammer and chisel, but we don't have a stone yet. Carpenter tool bench needs to be crafted. This is the fancier tools allow the carpenter to work with cloth and other civilized ingredients, and this opens up a little more on the crafting tree for things we can do. We are going to queue up a wooden shield for our defender, and then we're going to queue up anyway this mason chisel. That'll be good. So we've got that queued up. Now one thing that we are going to do, just to get it out of the way, is we're going to hit this slice key, and that cuts in so we can see what's going on with the mountain. And now we're going to mine tunnel, and we're just going to start tunneling into the mountain. I'm going to go two blocks of 40 deep, and that will get us at least some stone. We need to put a stockpile together for stone. Boom. Done. Stone. And the important thing about that is when we have our mason, we're going to set his stuff close to the stone, so that way the mason is not having to travel for his stone goods. He's able to just roll into it. And they're putting the roof on the bunkhouse. Looks like the beds are actually in the bunkhouse right now, which is really, really good. Good for us. We've got a little bit of food. Very little bit of food, but once our farmer possibly, let's see, what do we got? Oh, we got invaders approaching. Go get him, pony. Go get him, pony. So at this early stage, his wooden sword is going to handle him well, but we've got to get ourselves up to the blacksmith as pretty much as quickly as possible, because I'll show you that progression tree, but the increase in the armor and weapons is paramount to be able to survive the the early game. So we got a guy, shows up with stuff to sell. I don't really care to buy his crap. But, yep, we got those guys squared away. That's good. We've got plenty of timber laying around, so we don't have to worry about that. Nobody's started mining yet, so we can actually go into our jobs here. The 3 workers we have remaining, we can actually take one of them off of build, and that person will turn to mining, which is good. What do you, oh, you're the weaver. Oh, I might turn you back into a worker, actually, because I have yet to find any of the silkweed until our farmer gets a level. Maybe our farmer got a level. Let's see here. Going to check this field here. Can we make the silkweed yet? Nope, nope. We need a level 1 farmer for the silkweed. So, we're going to go ahead and take our tailor. And we're going to... Not more info. We're going to change jobs. And we're going to turn you back into just a regular worker. That'll be good for us because we need that extra workforce. We've got the weaver spindle just sitting there. So much gold. Nothing to do with the copper. That's important to us right now. Because right now, at the point our blacksmith will be at when he comes in, he can't even work with gold. So that's bad juju, but it be what it be. I mean, it's nice to have gold this early, but I don't know what we're going to do with it. So let's go ahead and turn somebody with a decent amount of mind. We'll change you into our mason. Now we have our mason, so we're going to hit our crafting. wait for the mason craft menu to become available. She's got to go and pick up the hammer. Boom, done. Let's make a mason workbench. Excellent. Yeah, we can just kind of hang out and wait for it to show up in the place an item window. I think our next construction project... Oh, we've got a level 1 farmer. So his speed is up and he got a health boost. So let's click here. Let's get this silkweed going. We need silkweed so we can make clothes. We're going to make 2 things of silkweed. And Bright Bell and Frost Snap can be used for healing. And we don't have an herbalist yet, so that's going to have to wait. But the corn and the wheat will be an important thing before too long as far as starting to cook. Well, we don't have the ability to start cooking yet, so we're not going to really stress over that too much. We may actually have enough food to get our first person. We'll see. We will see how that goes with our morning report. We're starting to hit iron, copper, silver, hopefully some tin would be nice. See if we can place this bench yet. Yes, we can. Good times. Wait, no. No, I don't want you there. Alright, well, that's where you are for the moment. We'll move you. There we go. Move it over one. Cool. Alright, so now to get her level up, I am just going literally to make fences. We can sell the fences and whatever. I mean, it's not really a big deal, but daily update. So not enough food. We have enough, more than enough net worth, so we got to get our food production fixed. Probably is not a bad idea to take one of these 3 workers and make them farmer as well. So we're going to tell our crafting guy to make us a farming hoe. Once the farming hoe is complete, we will see that. So he should be running over to his bench, grab the wood, start building. Alright, so we got the farmer's hoe. We're going to take... You're very unhappy. So are you. Well, you're going to become a farmer. Hope you like it. You're farming now. Enjoy it. Alright, let's see here. We've got all this ore hanging out right here, so I believe the mason is responsible for making the blacksmith hammer. So for the blacksmith hammer, we need a level 3 mason. We need a level 3 mason to make the pedestal. The pedestal is required to make the hammer and the trapping knife. So it is priority for our mason to get as much done as she can when it comes to... Let's mine out some more of this. Strictly for the fact that we need more stone. The progression of our mason is directly tied to getting the blacksmith, which is tied to getting our people better stuff. So I'm going to stick a cut in here because they're just digging into the rock, and I will be back after a bit. Alright, so we're popping back in. Our mason has reached level 2 finally. So we're one step closer. We're going to go ahead and get the cook spoon. I don't think I have anyone that qualifies to actually become a cook yet. Let's look at our farmers. Farmers have to become cooks. So you have this, and then level 2 farmer and a stoneware spoon crafted by Mason, which we don't even have. So we're just going to go ahead and get that preemptively. We are going to, though, craft a tunnel door. So that way we can block off our mining tunnel if at all need be. We can do that. So we're into the 4th night. Everything is moving smooth. Let me go ahead and speed this back up. I do need to work on the chow hall next, where everybody can sit down and eat. It looks like somebody left a piece of timber on the roof there. That was smart of them. So we're going to queue up our chow hall. Our chow hall is probably going to go to the right side of the barn for simplicity's sake. So let's go ahead and go in here. Let's design the building, hit the foundation, pick a floor, try to make something of similar size to what we already have. Cool. Let's go ahead and throw in some dining tables. Just kind of scatter them through there. This will be good to get our craft guy up, and I'm also going to probably use this as the kitchen, so that way the cook is able to come from the barn and cook us foods. So let's go ahead and make the cook a little alcove there. I'm going to stick the walls up. Boom. Probably shouldn't have done that. Considering I still have place chairs. I'm going to use these cathedral arch chairs, if it'll let me. There we go. Rotate those, stick them in. This is going to be a lot bigger than we actually need, but you know, it's one of those things I can do and then forget about. So I don't have to worry about expanding it as we grow. We've got plenty of timber resource, so it's not like I'm putting this out at all. And it all works towards getting our carpenter at a higher level, because he's doing good stuff. Wooden dresser. Alright, finished at it. Let's go ahead and edit. Forgot to put doors in. We need doors. So yeah, I'm going to have them enter through a double door on this side. I'm going to leave the cook door. Alright, pause. It sounds like trouble. So let's pause there. Let's finish building this house. I know you guys are probably going to lose your mind, like, what are you doing? Alright, so that's built. Throw in some windows. These guys probably want to see what they're doing and stuff. I mean, can't say I care, but I guess I kind of have to. So there's all of that. Alright. Oh, that's not straight, and that's going to bother me. I can only do so much of this stuff not being straight. Alright. How do we... I don't want to get rid of the window. We'll stick you up here. Oh, you won't ever be straight, will you? Alright, so we'll try doing this. We'll try it this way. Alright. I don't really like that, but it's going to be what it is. Alright, so let's go to our notification. We have invaders approaching. Okay. You can move your town defenders to a location by doing that. Just clicking the move to location. So now he's going to do his thing and take care of them. We're going to have to build... I like doing stone, but we're going to have to build some kind of vault area. Ooh, let's see if our mine door is ready to get placed. Let's see here. Oh, yep, we got it. So let's go ahead and stick that bad boy in. Boom. So Pony Hair has made Footman level 1. Damage is up 20%, and he gets 10 to his max health. So he's going to sit there and fight with them. Alright, so we got a pretty decent amount of food. We've got all of this. We can actually craft up some dressers. Let's go ahead and pop about 7 of those. And we'll stick those where we can fit them. So that's looking good. Our daily update is available. What do we got going on? Alright, so we made the food, we made the net worth, and we've got a person. Alright, cool. We got peoples. We got us some peoples. It's good times. Good times. Are we able to make... We are not yet able to make the mason's pedestal or the blacksmith hammer or the trapper's knife, but that's okay. Once our blacksmith hits the next... or our mason hits the next level, we will have a little more latitude for doing all of that. So, make sure... They're making the spoon now, so let's keep them... going with stuff. Stone wall. We'll make 2 of those real quick. And I guess we'll just make more fencing. Let's go ahead and just make 20 of those. I think that's going to be a little overkill, but once they level, we can go ahead and kill the difference, and we won't lose anything. We've got fences to sell to the next trader that comes by. I never told them to build that chow hall, did I? Alright, let's go ahead and build. Start building. Alright, we got plenty of materials available, so they should get that done pretty quickly. The stone ball is a good upgrade to the wooden sword. we need a storage area for weapons and armor and all that gear. So where are we going to stick our blacksmith? Let's start looking at that. Let's go ahead and put a storage area here. And all that's going to go in here is minerals. And then we're going to design us a little workshop for our blacksmith here. And he can stick this will contain the ingots. So just ingots. And then this will contain the weapons and armor that is created. Cool. So let's go ahead and go back to editing this building. We're not going to worry too much about throwing stuff in it yet. We just want this guy to be able to do what he's got to do when we get to that point. So let's go ahead and build him a door. He may not even get windows. We'll see. I don't mind that too much. Alright. Just throw in these big windows in here. I guess we could throw a door in over here so that way he can access through here pretty quick and easy. Cool. Finished. Build. Start building. Start building. Cool. So we've got our little blacksmith hut. We've got chow hall is going up as we speak with a little addition for the kitchen. We got our bunkhouse and we have our barn. So that is looking good. So we're coming up on time for the day. I'm hoping that just in this episode we can finish up at least getting the chow hall. Alright, so we got a trader. This is another aspect of this slower time down here. He's telling us, hello Ponytopia, I'm passing through. He's going to try to trade me 2 wooden doors for 2 bronze breastplates, and that is an awesome deal. And this is the one aspect of the trading that I think works well. So he'll be back 24 hours. He wants 2 wooden doors. That's too easy. We go in here and we say, hey, we want to make 2 wooden doors. Now, I'm hoping in 24 hours, our craftsman can keep up with that. But at the same point, we can go in and we can prioritize all the wood doors. So we definitely have enough. Oh, let's get those tables down. Wood door, wood door, wood door. We'll put all our wood doors on the top of the crafting queue. So that way his priority is wooden doors. And we're making good progress. We've got all of our minerals lined up over here. We've got our rock lined up over here. This is going to be the blacksmith hut. We've got our sleeping quarters, which we probably need to expand. So let me see about grabbing this whole thing. Save it. We're just going to call it, there we go. Let's call it bunkhouse 7. Cool. So we've got our bunkhouse 7 now. We're gonna go here, custom bunkhouse 7, build. Alright, so to drop our bunkhouse, we've got to rotate it the proper orientation. I'm okay with reusing designs. I'm completely lazy like that. Cool. Finish editing and build. Start building. Cool. So we'll have another bunkhouse going in here before too long. I do think we have some dressers we can put in for this bunkhouse for these guys. Let's make sure we're not sticking dressers in front of a door. I don't know if it actually does anything for them yet, but I mean, it makes me feel warm and fuzzy about making them dressers. So for some reason they have abandoned building the chow hall for the new bunkhouse. It be what it be. I'm okay with that. We have a spoon to upgrade a farmer. So let's look to see one apprentice. So yeah, we can't even designate anyone a cook yet, but that's okay. Let's check our blacksmith. I don't think our blacksmith has leveled up yet. They have not, so we can't make the mason's pedestal as of yet. We do have these stupid fences for days. So the next trader that comes by, we've got to sell them fences. absolutely have to. Let's make sure he's tracking on making his doors. It looks like all the doors pretty much are squared away. We're going to go ahead and ensure that is done. Everybody's eating pumpkin. So we've got a good supply for when our cook shows up. But I'm going to go ahead and cut the episode here. And this was Pony here, Groton Games, playing Stonehearth. It's an early access. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. If you guys want to see more of this, let me know. And until next time.